Hey everybody, it's Rob from Kentucky CBD Pharmacy. With medical marijuana on the brink in 2023, a lot of people are having questions about cannabis and how to use it effectively. At Kentucky CBD Pharmacy, that's what we specialize in. So I'm going to kind of go through an array of different products and show you what's currently available in Kentucky and tell you a little bit about it. This isn't the super scientific version, but this is the basic version to just kind of give you an idea of what to start with. So when you hear CBD on TV or on radio, generally they're talking a CBD isolate product, as in an isolate oil that's THC free or a gummy that's just CBD. Now that means the CBD has been extracted from the plant and separated to be by itself. This is only the CBD molecule. So this is safe for drug tests and DOT drivers and nurses and all those that have to pass a drug test regularly or even occasionally. Those are the products they use. Now, supposedly, CBD is supposed to be a very powerful anti-inflammatory, and that's the use in it. So back problems, sciatica, just any kind of inflammation, that's really what to use these products for. The CBD isolates are usually what the pediatricians are recommending when they send children's parents in. So that's the product that you hear most advertised on TV. The next step up from those are the full spectrum products. Now we've got full spectrum oils and capsules and gummies and just several other things, vapes, all these things. But anything full spectrum contains THC, even though it's in the minimal numbers. That makes it sound a lot less than it actually is, because every dropper of this product can contain up to 1.5 milligrams of THC. Now, if you're not a cannabis consumer, 1.5 milligrams of THC can give you a euphoric feeling. That's where full spectrum comes in, and knowing how to use full spectrum. You're not going to get a euphoric feeling out of these, or you shouldn't, because the ratio of CBD to THC is so high. The CBD counteracts the euphoric effect of these, but the THC enhances the pain relief. So this is a good combination, but it's a very, very weak ratio of THC to CBD. So for the people who really want to try the CBD products, this is the one for you. This is how you step up. This is called microdosing in THC. These are very strong CBD products and they're very effective, but that little bit of THC makes a big difference with these products. So that's the next step up in those. Now, once we go through the full spectrum stuff, we've got creams and lotions and oils and capsules, same thing, gummies, vapes, all that stuff. Now we go up to the higher THC products. Now, these are still considered a full spectrum, but they're a different ratio. So when you're wanting to try THC for the first time, but you may have had a bad experience when you was a kid and you got paranoia from it. Let's say you had a bad experience with anxiety because of how much THC you consumed. That's generally because of a friend giving you too much and just wanting to see what happens. But even small amounts, as I said before, can cause euphoria, and some people cannot handle that when they have anxiety. So it's a bad combination, and it's good to know how to use these products. That's where these come in. These are a ratio. That's a 10-to-1 gummy, which means 10 parts CBD, 1 part THC. 75 milligrams CBD, 7.5 milligrams THC. That's a high milligram of THC. Legal by weight, but 7.5 milligrams of THC is a very euphoric amount for somebody that has never consumed or lightly consumes. 7.5 milligrams is a lot. So the CBD that's with this helps to counteract the bad euphoric part. So you're still going to get a euphoric feeling. You're just likely not going to get as bad of anxiety with it because of the CBD. The CBD seems to help counteract that and kind of take it out of your head. Leaves all the euphoria in your body. You're going to get all the relief and all that, but you can easily overconsume these and make yourself uncomfortable. I would suggest starting even with these. Start at a half gummy, start at a quarter gummy, and work your way up. It's always easier to not eat it than it is to uneat it. Just remember that. Now that's a 10-to-1 gummy. Our next step is a 3-to-1 gummy. That's 3 parts CBD, 1 part THC. These are stronger. These will offer more euphoria. There's more THC and less CBD, so there's less CBD to counteract the euphoric feeling. These are a step up. So once you've experienced THC and you're comfortable with that, that's when you start taking the CBD down and raising the THC up. That's what these products are. It's a good way to experiment, but these ratios are a good way to find your own levels with THC to make yourself more comfortable, whether it's for pain relief or anxiety. If you're using cannabis as medicine, this is how you use it as medicine. It's not all about smoking a joint. The step up from the 3-to-1 is a 1-to-1. So out in California, when they use THC as medicine, yes, they use THC as medicine just by itself, but they also suggest using THC with CBD, a 1-to-1 ratio, which is what this is. A 1-to-1 ratio gives you a very powerful amount of THC combined with very little CBD to knock the euphoric feeling down. Still going to help generally ease some pains or just be more fun. But that's the more experienced consumers, and that's a 1-to-1. There's still CBD in these. Still very euphoric. These are the fun gummies. These are what you get in dispensaries out of state. All legal. We've got it now, Kentucky. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, our next step up. Yes, we keep stepping up. This is a 12 milligram gummy, 12 milligram THC with 5 milligrams CBD. Now, this is a very, very potent THC gummy. It contains very little CBD, so this is more for the severe pain and the euphoric feeling. So when you enjoy THC and you just want to play with THC, these are where these come in. So then we get to the next step up. That was 12 milligrams THC with 5 milligrams CBD, and these are 25 milligram THC with just 5 milligrams CBD. These are for the more experienced cannabis consumers. Don't underestimate these products. They will make you uncomfortable if you eat too many. It's got just enough CBD to call it CBD in it. These are mainly a THC gummy. We all know what that's for, pain relief or fun, or whatever you're using THC for. That's what we've got here right now, Kentucky. Now the next step up, we have just THC products. Now, up to now, everything we've had contained CBD. These do not. This is just hemp-derived THC Delta 9s. Now, these here are very, very potent. We don't recommend more than a half at a time, and these are only recommended to experienced cannabis consumers. We also recommend when you have any just THC products, you keep a CBD oil on hand in case you consume too much and you get uncomfortable. The CBD can help knock that down. We don't want you to have a bad experience, so we're trying to recommend the best ways to do that. Again, these are for the more experienced cannabis consumers. There are other versions of this. If you don't want a gummy, it comes in basically cough syrup bottles. This is a Delta 9 tincture. This is straight THC, legal by weight, 6 ounces, and 500 milligrams of THC. These are very strong. These are for very experienced consumers. You can get uncomfortable with this. And again, we recommend keeping a CBD oil on hand just in case that happens. You don't need a bad experience. You're not ever going to be the first person to die from cannabis use. That's a guarantee. But don't try it. There's no use. Nobody wants to be first in that. First, you're going to get a bad rap. Second, the whole industry is. So, know what you're doing. Try to pay attention whenever people are trying to teach you. This isn't the super scientific version. I highly encourage you to do your own research and start slow. There's no reason to go into a 100 milligram gummy and think, I'm going to try this out. Don't. That's when people have a bad experience, and that's what gives the industry a bad name. So let's all work together to make this a better 2023, and let's help Kentuckians. We don't have to divide this into medical and recreational. This plant is safe. We've already got THC here. All we're doing in our capital right now is dividing our activists and fighting for flower, which you should have rights to. So join us on January 3rd with Kentucky CBD Pharmacy and Kentucky Cannabis Freedom Coalition. We'd love to see you at the Capitol January 3rd, 11 a.m. Love to see you there.